Welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Robyn Zimmerman, along with Julie Martin, who is a retirement coach. Yes, a retirement coach. Started her company basically the beginning of October
3rd.
Been involved on the island for years, but it's so exciting. We were just chatting about the need in the community to understand, not particularly the financial side, but what do I do when I retire? What, you know, how active do I want to be? I need someone to kind of guide me through that process because it's a very different time of your life. Welcome.
Thank you, Robyn. I appreciate it.
So tell us about your company and what you offer.
Listen, I stand a retirement coach, and I want to emphasize the fact that I focus on the non-financial side of retirement strictly. I don't offer, I always preface by saying I don't offer financial advice. What I do, rather than helping people plan for their financial retirement, I help them plan for their all the non-financial aspects. How do they keep their identity after they retire? A lot of people, when they retire, they're so attached to their work and their routine and their day-to-day.
That's their identity. It was for me.
And some people who move here to Hilton Head are, you know, corporate executives, or they've led leadership roles, and golf is one thing, and it's great.
Either they're done, okay, I'm just done, or no, I want to stay active and I maybe want to get a little part-time job, or I want to volunteer.
And the whole word retirement is getting a whole different connotation these days in the industry, because, you know, retire, it's like, okay, let's put you to rest, or let's put you to bed,
put
or
you under the rug
gone.
and just you know, sweep you away.
So I help people basically focus on, you know, the physical aspects, the emotional aspects, the you know, just all those kinds of things that have to do with the non-financials. So I provide a, you know, and I emphasize always that I don't do, a lot of financial planners have asked me, because I'm starting to work with them, do you do any financial planning and financial?
No, that's for you, but I can be in partnership with you to help individuals, couples, whatever, with the other piece.
Exactly. And we're finding, listen, you know, you might ask me, how did you even find out about this?
Yeah, how did you?
It's not a known subject. Actually, it's kind of funny how I didn't know this even existed until a few months ago, okay? How I found out is actually one of my employees from AT&T. My background is my professional background. Let me preface it. Has always been in sales and marketing, but then with an emphasis in human resources later on in life, where I focused on leadership management development and an emphasis there on coaching and succession planning. My last 12 years were with Microsoft, my first 15 years were with AT&T. So when I left Microsoft and moved here 7 years ago to Hilton Head to eventually retire here myself, but you know, I was too young to retire at the
then
time.
you went to work for Marriott
I worked at Marriott
Vacations.
Vacation Club for 6.5 years, loved it. I literally loved it. I did great there. I was in marketing there, loved it. But
you found out about that. You
I
had read some article.
I read an article in the Golf Digest magazine. I'm an avid golfer. That's what brought us here in the first place. But I read an article. It was called "A Retirement Coach is Like a Golf Caddy." And that just piqued my interest, and I never ever read who writes an article, you know, especially not in the magazine. This time, for whatever reason, I did. This was end of June this year. And it was Sue Mintz, one of my old kind of employees from my AT&T days from 22 years ago, who had said she became a retirement coach. And so end of June, I reached out to Sue. I said, tell me more. So
and then
she guided you. There's a Retirement Coaches Association. There's an accreditation program, certification.
You go for that certification.
And then I did research on it, and it's all legit. You know, it's amazing. It's been in existence. It's worldwide.
And so, who is your target audience?
Target audience, it's funny. It's not the 62 to 65s anymore, which, you know, people would think that that's who it is. It's really the soon-to-be retirees or people who have retired. And I'm going to read some statistics here. There's been some studies done actually just recently, earlier this year. There was a study done by a think tank named AgeWave, along with the brokerage firm Edward Jones. And it says basically that the research suggests that it takes about 2 years to settle into retirement. Settle into retirement. And among those who have been retired less than 2 years, 46% struggled to find a new purpose, according to this study. And then it says among the challenges that they face, 36% said they mentioned the difficulty in learning how to allocate their time and their identity. And 27% reported feeling out of sync with either their non-retired friends or their significant other.
Julie, this is fascinating. Your company is called Retire Ready.
Retire Ready, Hilton Head.
Interesting statistics. I'd love to have you come back. It's kind of like a life coach, but it's for the later
Strictly retirement.
is strictly
It's
retirement.
Strictly retirement.
So fascinating.
I'm not a life coach. I don't
No,
do anything but
that,
helping people
but it's all
retire.
about figuring out the third act of your
And
life.
What I find is I have a lot of friends here in Hilton Head who are retired, and I play golf a lot with them, and they're like, you know, Julie, it's not all it's what it was cut
I
out
know.
to be.
It's a whole different
so
world.
when they found out that I was starting this business, some of them were kind of nudging
Let
me
me-
to get a little more
All right.
details about it.
And we've got the website on the screen. Again, Julie Martin, thank you so much for being with us.
You're
That was
welcome.
fascinating. Our time is up, unfortunately.
That's okay. Thank you so much, Robyn. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
the time.
Nice
and
to meet
hopefully
you.
I can come back
Yeah.
and talk a little
Yes,
bit more about
perfect.
different aspects.
Yeah,
Okay?